Hey everybody, this is Doug Friend here at Historical Board Gaming. I wanted to give everyone a glimpse at the 1914 map, the Global War 1914 to 1918. Of course, we're going to have a prequel that starts in 1912, and also you can play an extended into the Russian Civil War, 18 through 21, I believe. So, but I do want to show you the map. This is pretty much 99% complete. The artist still has the terrain to do, and he's given it to us to look at, minus the terrain. He's got the placeholders in there, but not the art. So we've got three designers looking at it, and then I'm going to look at it this weekend, pull all their comments together with my comments, and we'll go from there. But I do want to show you a few things. And this is a large file, so it might be a little slow. So the overall look is pretty nice. As you can see with the color palette, it's more subdued than 36. But I'm going to show you some things here and there. Not a lot, but as you can see, we've got Europe. And Europe is a little larger than the 36 map. As you can see, the home countries, you have the full rondels. Now, back, like here in Paris, it's nice and dark, and then the artist, like 36, made them lighter. But I did notice that he's changed actually the opacity, which would be incorrect, because you can actually see behind through the rondel, the terrain through it. You shouldn't see that. So that's a oops on his design, and we'll get that fixed. But my question to you guys is, we've had a lot of people say they like the darker ones all throughout the map, not one dark in the capital and then the light. So let us know. Give us in the comment below, and we'll take in consideration. I'm definitely leaning to all of them dark. Normally I have this last say so we'll see. But we'll look at it. And let's look here at Britain and the home country. Of course, like I said, you've got the British Union Jack, and we got Manpower Rondel here, or icon, I should say. If you notice, Ireland, it's Britain, it's British. So what we've done on this map is we got British colonies basically has their flag in the lower part. So if there's a Union Jack anywhere on the map, it's Britain, per se, the base game. And what we did is we opened up this map to make it where if someone wanted to do some house rules, they could. I'm going to move this over. You're not going to be able to see it. Let's see this. So over here in Canada, we've given Canada their flag. Okay, so if someone wanted to split it and say, I want Canada as their own away from Britain, they can do that. Now, I did see a mistake. So like here, Newfoundland, we do have the British half rondel up there, or I should say half flag, and then their Newfoundland's flag down here. It should have been the same for Labrador. That should have been half and half, because that would be home country. They're full rondels for home country. So what we did, anywhere, and I'm going to move this back. Sorry guys, I'm jumping around here. So let's go to Africa. As you can see, you've got Egypt. It's got the half flag. These are all colonies and we've done a lot of research and found the appropriate symbols to be in here. The German colonies, very nicely done. We got the Belgian colonies over here. We got Portuguese colonies, French colonies. So they're the half and half. And what it does is it opens up the map for home rules. And I know a lot of people like doing that. So here in Australia, you've got the Australia flag, but it is the British top part. So in the base game, this would be Britain. Someone says, well, we've got 6 players, Britain, anywhere where there's a Union Jack in the upper half, it's British. So, and same thing with France, you got it right there. but but then you can split it up. So what we did was you got Australia, so and then you'd have to be part of New Zealand as well. We got their flag. So, and we did the same thing with India. We've got the India bottom part there. So anywhere where you see that, that's controlled by some people. It wasn't called Far East Command yet, so but one's over here. You've got a couple over here researching. Found out that the India territories, they're controlled this part of Arabia, so that's why these rondels are done that way, and they'll be done darker, so you can be able to tell. And like if you look over here at Ceylon, it's British controlled. It wasn't part of India control. Britain still controlled it from base camp, say. So anyway, as you can see, it's a beautiful map. A lot of nice art. Like I said, the final art is not done in terrain. It's just the placeholders are there. And now there are some changes, as you can see. If you look in the Mediterranean, M4, M2, M3, M6, the Atlantic, you got A's. The Pacific, there's P's, and the Indian Ocean, there's I's. We were going to go to this format at V3, and we would have to make, we were already behind on V3, so I made an executive decision not to go with it, which, was, 3 years ago, I believe. And, but we did decide to go ahead and change over for V4 and change it over for all other maps going forward. Grasshopper showed it on one of his maps, and I said, oh, yeah, we're looking at that as well. I've got several of those moral conflict games, and that's how they did it. And when I saw that, I said, oh, man, we got to go to that. I think it'd be a lot easier, but we're a little behind on it. But now that, since we had to redo a lot of things, we went ahead and said, well, we're going to have to redo the C-zones anyway. So there are also C-zone changes, and of course the number, and there's going to be some additional deserts. We've modified the deserts up here in China. We've modified some mountains here and there, just small areas here and there. So, and then in 1914, of course, we've got the lot of it's all flags instead of the rondels. As you can tell on the islands, they're grouped. So there's a nice little, like Christmas Island and the Cocoa Islands. As you can see over here, you got the Kaiser Wilhelmsland for Germany, and you got the Papa, I guess it was Papua New Guinea, right? And Dutch New Guinea over here. Anyway, I think you're going to be very happy with this map. It opens up some play tests. Now, a couple things, which I'm going to do is like, the islands do get within this border. They're kind of close. I'm going to have them probably shrink it, 9 to 98%. That way it's just make sure it's not touching. So there's no question on where the islands are touching and where they're not. That's always, make sure, like German Samoa, you got here, then you got Samoa Islands for the Americans. They're split. Of course, again, you got the German flag, the upper top, which is the colony flag, and then this symbol down there. So anyway, I think you're going to really like this. Of course, China's changed as well. You've got some more warlords. Like I said, we squished Africa just a little bit more to make Europe and the Med a little larger. South America didn't change too much. I don't think there was much border changes. I think somewhere over here there was. I guess you can't see it because I'm zoomed in wrong. But like I said, it's as you can see, we've got the Caribbean and all the British colonies. So I don't know. Tell me what you think about it. I mean, it's almost done. The one thing you'll find out in Singapore that it does not have a dockyard. The dockyard was not completed until I believe the 30s, early 30s. So it's back to a port, a major port. So like I said, we've added seaplane bases. There's more starting seaplane bases here and there. Um, I think Italy's got one somewhere over here. I want to say they do. I could be wrong. Probably am. I'll have to check that because I thought there was one. But I know we've got one up here in England. And there's one up there in Germany. And I think there's one over here in Brazil. I think they had a major base somewhere. Well, I was wrong. See, we did research for World War One and Two at the same time, so I'm probably getting my info incorrect. We've got a general hand grenade. Went through a lot of that stuff, and I had some research. We combined it. So anyway, there you go, guys. We got dockyards, all the neat stuff you're expecting from HBG and more. This is going to be a beautiful map. Here's a seaplane base, southern France. So I think you're going to really like this, the way we've done it. And the one thing we are going to change, and I noticed he was asking me a question, the artist, about the icon. We did have little stick figures. So they had one. If there was three of them for manpower, there was three, and I didn't like it. I thought I kind of junked it up, so I wanted a number, but it's kind of small. I know. So what I think I'm going to have to do is modify this so that we can get this number larger in there, so it can be seen easier. But all the rondels are true. Of course, railroads, rivers, best our ability. Like I said, there are some mistakes on there that I'll get fixed. I know a couple of my designers have already gone through it. They got a list of things that need modified, and I'll go through it with my eye. And between us four designers, I think we should catch. I hope to have everything caught. The one thing, let's see, if you look up in this upper left-hand corner, we've got the production chart there, and we've got whose turn and I believe rail movement. I'm going to move that up so it's closer to the border, and then move these down. And this right now, this is the old way. It's the 4. We're going to have it linear, where it just goes straight across instead of going down, across, down, and over. And then we put one in the lower right as well. That way, both sides of the board has it. Well, I'll have to move it over. So it's down there. So anyway, there you go. Again, beautiful map. Give us your comments, feedback, good or bad. Just be, constructive criticism. And let us know what you think, and hope to get this out. Oh, one thing, we are going to have the rules out probably the next week. We want people to go through them. I've got some guys I'll probably send the rules to actually go through them once we have all the comments, and to get those up. And we're working on reference sheets and play aids, and hope to get this out. And we said spring, so we got a couple months. So we're getting very close. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.